want to talk about these NILs right now. How you feel about these NIL deals, man?
I mean, I love it.
Yo, they getting the bag. Oh,
I love it, bro. I mean,
they getting the bag.
In times, bro, no matter where you are, what age, is always, you know, financial literacy aspect of life. So with that being said, I feel like you want to be able to like understand the money aspect. Like, so even in college, say for instance, like you said, the NIL deals, like you still get money, but just because you get that money don't mean you're gonna splurge or go crazy. You still gotta manage that, because like I said, a lot of people don't go pro. A lot of people who graduate don't know what to do. So if you got a couple dollars in your pocket that can help you figure it out, then cool. But that's why I'm a fan of it. You know what I mean? Because it can help you sell your dream and sell yourself. So yeah.
And they can help you. My boy Gooch, I seen him post yesterday. He was like, "There's no reason you don't got to be a drug dealer and do all this illegal stuff, because now they paying you to go to college. They paying you to be in high school. They paying you to promote whatever they business, be an ad, do a commercial. So now they giving out bag. He just sent me. He just sent me like, I forgot what his name was. He going to, I forgot what school he going to. He about to get $2 million. NIL.
And that's the thing, but I mean, like, if you marketable, then the word gonna work in your favor, bro. You just gotta know how to move with it. Like, and everybody's not marketable. So I mean, but that comes down to also holding yourself accountable. You want to be on social media popping bottles and stuff like that. You think you about to get $2 million from a college, and at the end of the day, somebody's always looking up to you. So if you're in college, I'm sure somebody in high school that wants your position. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense though. Like, I mean,
they don't want you to be a liability. They look into you. They be looking into.
First of all, I wouldn't want nobody coming to my program if you're gonna be talking about bottles and stuff like that, because I don't know how you might, you know, affect my program.
You might lose it. You might.
But people only going
your teammates to do some wild.
That's what I'm saying. And everybody, even with the NLE deals, everybody's not gonna even get the opportunity to make $2 million or $100K, because you know what I'm saying, they're not marketable. So these are opportunities for you to like kind of have like a criteria of what you could measure yourself up against to see how could you improve as an individual. So if I know they're giving out NLD, all right, how can I market myself better to get a commercial for Netflix or Hulu or whatever the case may be? But like I said, that's all growth. There's nothing that goes wrong from pouring into your own cup. You know what I'm saying? So.
Most people like that. I wish I was in this era right now trying to get
for sure.
Because they giving them good
That's what I'm saying. But it could also hurt you too, because now that you're getting paid to do what you do, it could take away from the love of the game.
Yeah, that might make you on some. I'm good.
But then guess what? It just lets them know that you're not prepared to be a pro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it canceled out a lot of stuff that you don't think about just behind the, you know what I mean, the power of a dollar. But you gotta hold yourself to a certain stature, because you can just write your future off right there in that very moment, because you don't know how to deal with, you know, what you're obtaining for yourself. This is what life bringing you. You know what I mean? So
you know Mikey Williams?
Oh yeah.
You think he went through that kinda?
Possibly.
He's getting the bag in high school. They were saying he's a millionaire and he ain't even touched. He's supposed to go to Memphis.
Yeah, possibly. Just think about it. You think about it. Wait, and if I'm not mistaken, that was around firearms and stuff like that, right? So think about it. Boom. You getting all this money. 9 times out of 10, if you going to mess with any type of firearm, you feel like you have to protect yourself to a certain extent. So I can understand how he possibly got big-headed, and as well as I don't know his upbringing. So like I said, I'm from New York. So if I get an NLE deal and it's summertime, I'm going back to the hood. I'm going back to where I started. I don't know who looking at me what way, but then now, like I said, also your entourage. You got to have a certain people around you. Some people might tell you, don't go back over there, it's not worth it. Some people might tell you, you need to get some protection. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I said, those are all distractions. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know, man. Like I said, it's tough because with these youngest kids, and not only Michael Williams, you got Ja Morant, same situation. And that was a given situation. He's the face of the league. You know what I'm saying? But you want to, and like I said, I can't even speak on the situation as far as what made him feel comfortable enough to maneuver the way he maneuvered. But like I said, if you don't know how to carry yourself to that certain style, it's going to be taken right away from you. And he was the face of the NBA, which is what everybody chased.
That's going to humble him. That's going to keep him.
You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, the money, that's why I don't think that the NLE deal, you know, pertaining to college, that is a bad thing. It can only help you just polish yourself. You know what I mean? And given the opportunity to make that money before you get to the league, You know what I'm saying? You might not want to go to the league once you get a certain amount of money.
I'm good.
You better open a community center, help you. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, everybody want to
flip that. You can do whatever you want.
There's so much stuff you can do, but it's up to you. That's all it is, bro. So I'm a fan of it.
All right. So now I want to get into your pro career, right? You went high school, B division. You go up, JUCO, D2, JUCO, All-American, 1,000 points. St. Francis, D1, you just keep going up. Now you go pro. So what is your first stop in pro? Did you go Germany first?
Our first stop was Indonesia.
Indonesia.
That was the longest flight ever too.
Yeah.
12 hours and then like 11 hours. So I pretty much spent 21 hours in the air in the span of a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was the first I ever went, like traveled in my life. And that was after just going through the visits and getting on the plane for the first time.
Yeah.
That was crazy, but Indonesia was my first stop out.
Yeah. How was that experience going out there? Like, as far as playing, as far as just the people, the culture. Like, what was the experience?
That was my NBA.
That was NBA.
Based on the culture and the vibes, as far as like how the fans like really loved the game and how they treated the imports. As far as the Americans that came to play there, they really showed love. Like it was not one arena that we went to, it wasn't packed. We would travel to different cities. So imagine New York just being Indonesia, and then you go play in the Bronx, and you go play in Queens. They will host the tournament there for the weekend. So we'll go to different parts of Indonesia and play there throughout the weekend, and that was a whole nother experience. You know, like we getting off a bus and there's a crowd of people just and like I'm from the Bronx, so it's like I'm over there like like y'all cheering for me, all right, man, like it's what we about to do. So it only made me want to give them the best I could give them as far as as far as them watching me play. But as far as like the experience, that was the NBA to me. Like people snatching towels off my head, just the success with I think I only lost one game during the season, and then we had a run to the championship. And we wound up losing in the chip. I had tweaked my ankle the game before, but overall, from playing against a G League talent player, stuff like that. So it was a lot that I was able to, kind of just take from it and just run on. Like even with my clothing brand, I got my logo made out of there. Shout outs to him. So stuff like that, it was just a lot to build from. It was nothing I could negative. I wanted to have a career there. I ain't gonna lie. But competitive wise, I understood the markets when you understand from Asia to Europe and South America and stuff like that.
How old were you at this point when you went to Indonesia?
I think I was like 22, 23.
So you were young?
Yeah, I was young.
Man.
Yeah, I was young. I was fresh out of college.
Fresh out.
Yeah.
Fresh out.
Fresh, legit. Like within, I think a year, after a year of graduating, probably a little after. Cause I remember the process. I think it took me like, cause I was literally counting by the days. So like within like the 8-month mark, I was modeling for Nike. And then from that point on, I got the Nike contract before.
Chill. We gonna talk about that. We'll talk about that a little later. Chill,
I got that before. I got the overseas. Right. So it was a process, literally, of waiting. So, but it was fresh out of college though.
Copy.
It was a process.
So what was the club name? Like what was the team name?
Satramuda, if I would say. Satramuda, yeah. I used SM, but yeah, that was the best team as far as organized wise. I think they're in the league. They had some history and stuff like that. It was almost like playing for the Lakers in Boston, that type of vibe, yeah. Okay. But a team that has some type of history, but it was dope. You know what I mean? Like the coach from the coaching staff and Arky, shout out to Arky. He's somebody that's from New York, and he was the captain of my team out there. And he made me feel at home.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was the So you played there for a year. And what was your next? And then you said that was a good experience. And then what was your next step?
I was low key the best experience.
That was the best one out of all year.
Cause what I kept hearing as a pro was that if you find a good situation, stick with it. And obviously I didn't know. You know what I mean? So that was somewhere I wanted to stay. They didn't bring me back. I think in my following contract, I tried to go back. I just wanted like $500 more because I was the All-Star MVP, went to the chip. So I'm thinking a little $500 more ain't gonna hurt.
That ain't gonna nothing.
They got me out of there. They ain't bring me back. It was a bothering moment, but then again, like I said, I looked at an opportunity like to move on and play somewhere else. So, but that was. That's the same place you was in like a dunk contest. That was it. Right?
Yeah. At the same place.
Yeah, that dunk contest on MVP.
How was that?
That was dope. It was all in the same day. It was in the same day. I had the dunk contest. We did a little Michael Jackson thing, won that, and then right after that, I just changed. Got ready for the dogs for the MVP game.
Fire.
I promised them 10 dunks. Got 11 dunks in the game. Had 33, I think 10 rebounds.
Fire.
Won MVP for that. So like that whole year for me was just like you said, up.
That's hard.
It was nothing bad, like I say. I done won money. I gave it to the organization from the All-Star game. My bonuses, I gave everything away. So like it just felt good to be out there, honestly.
That's fine.
Network with people, you know, my fan base. Shout out to the fans. They was following me, social media, helping me go viral, watch all my videos. Yeah. Indonesia Westbrook was the name they was calling me.
Indonesia Westbrook?
Yeah, it was Indonesia Westbrook.
That's fine. That's one thing I can say though. You was always athletic.
Yeah.
Like since I met you, you was always. I know you used to chase people down, put people to the pin.
I don't know, man.
Block to
it was
the
a
backboard.
gift.
I was like, nah, he.
That was a gift. I just learned how to enhance it as I got older, but it was definitely a gift. I can say I was an active kid though, but I ain't do nothing. I didn't do anything particular to get that ability. Like I was just active. Like I was the kid that would be outside. Like I said, it's big on taking your kids outside. Yeah. But when I was younger, I used to play tag. I was the one that was, I want to play tag because I know nobody about to catch me. But not realizing how that transfer over to basketball. Yeah, exactly.
You just athletic.
Yes. So one coach could see I could play defense, and it's like I was able to do it. So you know what I'm saying, and that's, keep speaking on how things just worked out for me. But you got to be outside, man. There ain't nothing gonna happen being in that house in them four walls. All you could do is think. That's all you could do.
Right?
Unless you go, you know what I mean? But you gotta go outside. Networking, everything. There's a lot out there, a lot of resources. It's more than just distractions, man.